Hello everyone and welcome to Life Begins at 20. My name is Mark and today we have episode 3 of Cube for 2. This episode was put back one day just because of the release of all the spoilers for Modern Masters 2017, and it's going to be a fantastic set for Cube builders. As you may know already, there were videos over the weekend for the commons, uncommons, rare and mythics that I've put down as my top 10 for each for Cube from Modern Masters 2017, so if you haven't checked them out already, there'll be links in the description below. In this episode of Cube for 2, we're going to be looking at the grid draft. Some of you may well have played this already, but for those who haven't, here is a step-by-step guide for you. So let's get stuck in. The grid draft was created by a fellow Magic player called Trunkers. He wanted a format which allows more cards to be seen without all of them being used, in order to create a more powerful and well synergised decks that you wouldn't get from just 90 cards. For this you'll need 162 cards, 18 packs of 9. The player's draft pool will end up being between 45 and 54 cards, and the player's knowledge within this is complete. You'll know exactly what the other player has. Step 1. Create 18 booster packs of 9 cards from the cube. Step 2. Choose which player is to go first and lay the first pack out in a 3x3 grid. Step 3. The first player decides whether to take a column or a row of cards. Once decided, take them and place them into your draft pool. Step 4. The second player then decides as well whether to pick a row or a column of the remaining cards, removing these and placing them in their own draft pool. Step 5. Once this has been done, the remaining cards are then discarded and not to be used. Step 6. This process is then repeated with each player taking it in turns, making the first pick until all 18 packs have been drafted. Step 7. Each player then constructs a 40 card deck from these, using the cube's basic lands if needed to play with. The grid draft is a skill testing format, as each player knows exactly what the other player has picked. You're able to make choices to take cards they may want out of the equation, giving the opponent tough choices. The constructed deck's power level is a lot higher than of a typical draft or Winston draft due to the larger amount of cards seen by both players. This allows for archetypes and synergies to gain greater support to produce challenging decks to play against one another. The games also become a lot more skill testing for both players, as they know what cards the other player has at their disposal. It's a really fun and skill testing format that really is worth trying out if you haven't already. One of the main reasons I really enjoy this format is the fact that you get to have the first 3 picks 9 times, which means you're able to put together a really nice synergised deck. So there we have the grid draft. It is a hell of a lot of fun for everybody playing this 2-player game, and it definitely requires a little bit more skill than any of the other game types that I've put so far on the channel, just because you know and your opponent knows exactly what each other have, and you can play around this during the draft and during the game. That being said, if you haven't given it a try, definitely do so, because it is a lot of fun. Please put down in the comments section below whether you've enjoyed playing this game type. If you haven't already, let me know how you get on as well, because it'd be really fun to find out how you guys get on doing this. If you have any other variations of the grid draft, I know some players like to play with also diagonally as well for choices. Again, let me know in the comment section below. The next episode of Cube for 2 will be going through Burn 4 as the cube type. So again, do watch that for that on the release of Modern Masters 2017 weeks. That'll be next Tuesday, and I will hopefully have a box for you to open up on the channel, because I can't wait for this set and I really want to get my hands on a box, potentially 2 if I can afford it, but can't need new tyres, so it may only just be the 1 box this time. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.